All right. Well, friends, I've been thinking about how it's been a really tough year to connect. And in some ways, I've really come to dislike online connection because I can't fully experience y'all. I've also come to see the worst things about social media. The Atlantic released an article recently about how Facebook is a doomsday machine. And I see how it really threatens the fabric of our society. Also, just being in social distancing and this pandemic, I really miss the sight of all of our nonverbal communication. I miss the smells that we bring to the space, the little things that steal our attention and recenter it, like the sneezes or the drinking out of travel mugs. In some ways, I hate online social media for what it's done to some of my relationships. Go check out that article if you need more. However, I realize that online connection, it has a lot of gifts, a lot of possibilities. This Christmas week, I invite y'all to share a picture of what you're doing, with whom you're fellowshipping. I think it would be nice for us who are in church, to see the body of Christ from afar. To this point, I want to share this poem with y'all. 'Twas the week before Christmas. 'Twas the week before Christmas, and all through the church not a person was sitting in their pew or their perch. The trees were all ornamented with many a chrismon, having been made by many a saint marked anon. The shut-ins were all snug in their houses with longing to be remembered by name, to connect with belonging. The carolers sat thinking of years past and reminisced, praying those who'd heard them pre-COVID wouldn't feel dismissed. When on the church Facebook page rose such a chatter that the pastor checked in to see what was the matter. Hearing the dings on my phone stole my attention, and I prayed that there wasn't anger or dissension. The internet had long been polarizing and abuzz. People were going from happy to hurting, seemingly just because. But what to my interested eyes filled the screen? Pictures of faces not seen this quarantine. With different expressions, they began to appear, some holding up cell phones and some holding up beer. Faster than internet trolls, they showed up, some pictures far off and some were close up. There was Sunday school teacher who taught me to sing, and then that old preacher whose loud voice made my ears ring. There were people who I saw only on Christmas and Easter, and the fidgety kid who couldn't sit on his keister. Some posted with words showing internet skill, and some showed quick haste with a blur and a thrill. Across the Facebook timeline, pictures started to fly. At one point, my tired computer screen just said, "Stand by." Families who were home made sure to connect. Folks without Facebook, the touch was a bit weird for me to look at first, because we were all apart and our places dispersed. But as I looked at the comments, a quizzical question came up through my throat like a divine indigestion. How are we all taking this time to post, remembering each other online, coast to coast? My question grew bigger as I saw people remember folks they hadn't seen since before last September. Something was connecting us and causing us to think of how to reconnect. We were being brought to the brink. And as I stepped back and looked at this mirage, to my eyes came the most beautiful, bright collage. I saw in this connection something that couldn't be priced. Same internet that kills us showed me the face of Christ. So now, if you're comfortable, I invite you to show what you're up to. I'm going to be posting this on my church's Facebook pages at mum.church and aum.church. Feel free to share a picture of what you're up to. And until then, I'll keep praying. I will continue to be praying. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with we.